Senate Resolution 8729, the Secretary will read.
By Senators Hewitt, Conway, Peterson, Warnick, and others. Whereas Dr. Stephen VanAusdle worked for over 31 years as the president of Walla Community College and worked tirelessly for the college for more than 45 years. And whereas since 1984, Dr. VanAusdle provided Walla Community College with innovative educational programs tailored to the needs of students, producing groundbreaking levels of success for thousands of students across the region. And whereas Dr. VanAusdle's keen ability to combine equal opportunity, academic achievement, and raw instinct supported job growth for the students and for the surrounding communities. And whereas Dr. VanAusdle's utilization of economic modeling and data fostered a prosperous environment to match students to the right career paths, improving both the quantity and quality of the local, regional, and national work for over 3 decades, proving that community colleges can be a hub of prosperity, of economic growth. And whereas in 2011, due to abundant examples of his revolutionary work with the college, Dr. VanAusdle was named Champion of Change by the White House for his invaluable help in creating a stronger community and in turn creating a stronger nation. And whereas Walla Community College and Dr. VanAusdle were named a co-winner of the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence in 2013, highlighting the Walla Community College in national news as the cream of the crop over 1,200 other community colleges in the country. And whereas Dr. VanAusdle made Walla Community College stand out for educational programs in water management, wind technology, enology, and viticulture, and whereas Dr. VanAusdle spearheaded the college's enology and viticulture programs, which invigorated the local wine industry into an immense success of economic growth, and subsequently implemented a commercial winery, College Cellars, becoming the first community college to do so. And whereas Dr. VanAusdle showcases the innate ability to observe opportunities in the Walla region and then translate growing needs into programs that capitalize on maximizing employment opportunities on behalf of his students. Now therefore be it resolved that the Washington State Senate recognize Dr. Stephen VanAusdle for his profound transformation of the lives of students and the worthy communities they serve. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be immediately transmitted by the Secretary of the Senate to Dr. Stephen VanAusdle.
Senator Hewitt.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate Resolution 8729.
Senator Hewitt moves that the resolution be adopted. Senator Hewitt.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, it's my great privilege today to have in this chambers a wonderful and great person who I'm proud to call a friend of mine as well. You've heard many of the good things in the resolution this morning, but imagine working for the same institution for 45 years and having been the president of that institution for 31 years. That's nearly half my life. So Dr. VanAusdle has been a huge influence in our community, a state, and the nation. In fact, just last month he was invited to speak at the Governor National Association meeting. He is highly respected in the community and technical system, and I think he's honored today by several of those presidents in the audience with us. And many of them aspire to his leadership and what he has done for the community and technical college system. What I really like about Dr. VanAusdle, other than he's a friend, is he really understands that economic development is done through education. And I think many of us on this floor today understand the way to get ahead is with education. Some of the examples of things that he's done in the community is when Eastern Washington became a wind center, he started a wind technology center and trained young kids to work on those wind towers over in Eastern Washington. And many of them today have very good paying jobs because of that wind technology. We all know about the water issues, Senator McCoy. We have a water resource center in Walla Walla that I think will be someday probably setting the example for Western water law. We have all of the users over in the valley working together, and that's all done through a building on the community and technical college system out there, Walla Walla Community College. And it's kind of amazing how everybody in that valley gets along. And one that's very near and dear to my heart, obviously, is viticulture, and many of us enjoy that on the floor. Not on the floor, but many of us on the floor enjoy it. But the Viticulture Center over there really led the way in this state for opening up what has become a very, very, very good industry in Washington State. Wine sales now offer about $8 billion to this state in income And it really has kind of started what we call a transformation in the state. You know, if you're from Walla Walla, we have a saying there. It says, Napa makes auto parts, and we make wine. So one of the cute things that he doesn't know that I'm going to talk about this morning, and this is probably going to embarrass him, maybe it'll even embarrass me, but 3 or 4 years ago, you're right, I don't get embarrassed. 3 or 4 years ago, he was the parade marshal in the Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days parade. And you might remember that my wife was the director out there for several years. Well, lo and behold, I have his parade shirt, and I have to iron it because apparently he doesn't know how to use an iron. And so here I am, a state senator, in my house ironing his parade marshal shirt so he can wear it Saturday morning and look first class. So thank you, Mr. President. I invite all the other senators on the floor to join me in recognizing Dr. Stephen VanAusdle for all of his wonderful work in the community, the state, and the nation. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Dansel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I commend the gentleman from the 16th District for a great resolution here. I graduated from Walla Walla Community College. And some of the programs that were spearheaded by Mr. VanAusdle were the community and technical programs. I also played golf there for a great golf coach named Mike Rostelin, so I'm sure you'll recognize that name. But a great place there. Walla Walla Community College was actually ranked the best community and junior college in the entire United States here a year ago. And so it's remarkable what they've been able to do there. And I just really commend the gentleman from the 16th District for recognizing a great man and also, in my opinion, a really great junior college. So standing in support.
Senator Conway.
Thank you, Mr. President. Also standing in support of the resolution. You know, I haven't had the privilege of meeting him, but I can tell by the gathering of folks in the gallery that this is a great community and technical college leader in our state. I think that, you know, I look here and I see something else, that President Obama recognized his service by recognizing him as a champion of change. And that's the national recognition that very few probably ever get in our state, and I think we should acknowledge that. Our community technical college are powerful instruments of economic change in our community too. And I just read this resolution, I can see the viticulture, the wine industry, and the growth of that wine industry and his leadership in making all that happen. And I certainly thank Senator Hewitt for bringing this here, and very proud to stand in support of the resolution. Thank you.
Senator Chase.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also stand in support of this resolution and this very great man. One thing that no one has mentioned, I know about you, dude, is that there's a National Competitiveness Council. And many, many years ago, when I first met the president of Walla Walla Community College, I saw this. How in the heck does somebody from Walla Walla serve on the National Competitiveness Council? It was unbelievable to me. And so I thought, okay, well, let's go find out. And I went over and with a tour, we took a tour and saw what a viticulture school was like. And my favorite, of course, has to do with the governor's choice. Thank you, sir. It's really fine wine, and I'm proud to stand here and tell you I tasted it several times, and it is some of the best red wine I've ever tasted, and is made by students. You know, I mean, it's just amazing to me. The other thing that no one's really mentioned, he's a great environmentalist. You know, people don't know that. And he has developed several hundred acres of really pristine property where, you know, civilization hasn't even come close. And I so respect what you're doing with that property. I think it's just great. So I urge you all to stand in honor of this man and his work that he's done out of Walla Walla. You know, I'm very proud to say I'm from Eastern Washington. I grew up there in Yakima. But I think Walla Walla has done just an amazing job of developing the local economy, of building on the strengths of the local economy. And it's because of Steve VanAusdle. It's just really a great, great tribute to you, sir. Thank you for being here.
Question for the Senate's adoption of Senate Resolution 8729. Those in favor will signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Of course, we are greatly honored to have Dr. Stephen VanAusdle and his wife Roseanne with us today. Joining them, Dr. Elizabeth Chen, member of the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, Larry Brown, member of the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, Marty Brown, Executive Director of the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges and former Secretary of the Senate, Earl Hale, former Executive Director, State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, Jan Yoshiwara, Deputy Executive Director of the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, Dr. Ron Langrel, President of Bates Technical College, and Dr. Timothy Stokes, President of South Puget Sound Community College. Dr. VanAusdle, would you and your wife please stand and be recognized by a grateful Senate?